and welcome back to more Cinco Paus. We're currently on a 32-point streak with dos jogos. I think it is dois? D-O-I-S, apparently in Portuguese is two. I suppose you pronounce that dois. My understanding of Portuguese is that, so languages, generally speaking, evolve over time to smooth out various things that are kind of a nuisance in them to the people speaking or writing the language, right? Any phonemes that are hard to say next to each other, one of them tends to get changed. Stuff like that. And Portuguese is derived from Spanish. And a lot of what Portuguese looks like is kind of, you could almost say, lazy Spanish. Obviously that's a value judgment I'm not making in really, but it's Spanish where the edges have been smoothed out. Oi, I don't know what I'm saying, man. Forget it. All right, I'm going to back up first, actually, before I shoot this guy, so that if there's an explosion or damage to the side, I can get this ghost. Ooh, those were some sweet hits. It's very hard to get Senya, because it's, so the effect is double hit the enemies if you know this. So, if I shot this wand unidentified, the Senya effect would do nothing. Is Senya wisdom or knowledge or something? Seems like it should be, right? But so you can only learn it, use this effect if you identify it somehow via a book or a spell or whatever. And then once you do, it's great. It just hits anything for 2. Incredible, right? And we got it. And we also damaged this lizard, so we can bonk him, no problem. We made a spike, which I was hoping the ghost would walk into, but okay, the lizard's not too bad. Let's try another one of these bad boys. Ah! Oh, I deserved that, I think. There goes Senya. Maybe it's, wisdom or knowledge, I think. Anyway. So this is esquecer, which I think is forget, or something like that. Certainly the effect is to make you forget what one of your wand things does. So now we don't know this is Senya anymore, and in fact it's not Senya. This wand has changed its effect and re-rolled into a new random one. So it was kind of cool that we polymorphed the lizard into a shrimp, and then he died because he had 1 damage on him, but... So something that I definitely didn't know when I was recording, and I don't think, in the first series, and I don't think I've mentioned yet in this series, is how identify and forget and a couple of other effects like that work. So I remember in the very first or second video, I said, oh, this reveals and affect something the wizard, right? I was like, posição, that looks like position. But how could you reveal an effect through the position of the wizard? Oh, right, and I figured out that pela was probably through, because the, go through walls is, pela parede, I think, is, to go through walls. And I was like, oh, how would you reveal an effect through the position of a wizard? Well... the answer is that there's a correspondence between the 5x5 grid of squares that you're fighting in and the 5x5 grid of effects that your wand has. So this identifies the effect corresponding to the position you're standing in. So if I could use it now, it would tell me again what that's why it told me this was Senya, because it was the top part of the top effect of the wand in column 2. And esquecer does the same thing. It makes you forget the effect in the current position. So you can use this to, if there's an effect one of your wands has that you don't like, you can trim it if you can manage to find an excuse to fire a forget wand while standing in the position corresponding to that effect. But I really, like... I should have considered the possibility, at least, that a wand might be esquecer, and that Senya is a good enough effect that I shouldn't have risked losing it. Even though moving towards the lizard was tactically bad at the moment. And actually, I don't even think it was that bad. I could have just walked towards him and hit him. I guess I was trying to get more, like, to see if I could get the wand to explode and damage multiple guys, but yeah, I think that was a blunder, really. Losing Esquecer for no good reason. Losing Senya for no good reason. Well, let's see what this does now. Instant speed, nothing. Amazing. Okay, that's a pretty good combat wand. Oh, no thanks. So I turned that shrimp into a lizard and then sent him off to the next level to be dealt with at a later time. Alright, I've identified this as reflect or protection, proteger. So it should be this lizard, right? Because this is the position that he was standing in when I teleported him, and I believe it just like changes his... It leaves his position the same, kind of... If you imagine the game as a three-dimensional thing, where like there's the XY grid and then the Z dimension is what level you're on, it changes his Z while leaving X and Y the same. I believe. What the hell am I supposed to do here? I don't have anything that looks very hot. Like, I could polymorph this guy and be protected from his attack, but then I polymorphed the shrimp, which is pretty bad. I could kill this guy and also blow up, damaging these two. I guess that's something. I don't like taking the hit, but maybe it's better than anything else I've got going. This is instant speed, nothing. Let's see if it's something good in this position. Okay. I mean, I've had worse. Right? It would be nice if I could find an excuse to forget this time warp effect, because it's so scary. Like, it's very powerful on the floor you're on, but delaying problems to the next floor is not that often a great plan. I kind of want to go over here, but I don't want to polymorph the shrimp. It's so bad. It just makes him so much stronger. So I think I just fire this up, polymorphing none of these, even though I could polymorph this guy, which would be nice, but not incredible. Like, he might turn into a rooster and just wreck my life. That's not bad. So I knew it was instant speed. Which I wanted, because it would mean that I can still fire this wand to the west and be protected on this turn from attacks. Oh, I identified that this protects me as well, huh? Well, that's pretty sweet. I think I'm going to just send this key on to the next level, even though it means I can't get this potion. Because I really would like to get these guys both dead, right? Alright, I mean, that could have gone worse. It was not great, and I don't like being at 3, but I've learned a fair deal about most of these wands at this point. This one I'm still not impressed with. An instant speed weird teleport? Like, no thanks. Hmm. I'd like, if possible, for this frog to walk here, which I assume he will. And then I have an incredible explosion. I can kill the frog, damage the lizards, right? But what am I doing the turn before that? The obvious thing, I think, is to fire this, which, like, seems cool because it stalls a turn and it puts a thing here so that the shrimp will destroy himself when he walks there. Won't that be nice? But it wastes the identify effect. It would just tell me again that this is reflexive, which I know already. And it destroys this wall, which is what I wanted to use to smush the frog, right? So I don't think that's very good. I'm thinking I might just waste this instead. That's not that great. It turns out that that goes through walls. It turned the other guy into a ghost and then moved him to the next floor. Very funny. This, I'm probably taking some damage from the shrimp here, but it's important to get this frog before he moves. Oh, it turns out it wasn't, because it kills frogs anyway. We made a lot of treasure this floor, which is nice. I don't see any great... Oh, found a way to kill the phantom. Or I guess no, one of that treasure... Where did all that treasure come from, actually? One of them I teleported here from the last floor, but what the heck was the other one all about? Not sure. What effect would I like to forget? Time warp, right? Or whatever it's called, wormhole. So let's fire this here. Forgetting wormhole. What is it called? Yeah, time warp. Urdidura, I don't know what that is, but warp makes... I mean, it's a time something, right? So this... I'm going to make a treasure and forget my time warp, which seems nice. Now, if I want to, I could learn what's here instead, I guess. Or I could learn about some other wand. Let's just stand here and identify this effect so I can see if I can use this for combat ever. Plus, it puts a spike here, which will be nice if a frog shows up. Okay, this has a healing effect. That's cool. Well... I mean, I guess I heal myself and teleport to here, I think, right? It goes boing, 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 teleport to here? Alright. It's not really any faster than not teleporting, but it gets the heal in. Oh, does it heal me twice? Oh, that's so sick! Okay, nice. Oh, for some reason, I briefly convinced myself this was the exit door when I said, wouldn't it be nice to put a spike here for the frog? It is still nice to put a spike there for the frog who comes through this door, but... Okay, healing myself twice, that's the best... That's pretty cool. I'm happy. And I'm also happy with like how I managed the forget and identify effects. Kind of a lot of enemies here because we brought a ghost in from last level. An explosion is not useless. It does 4 damage, I guess. That's pretty good, in fact. Sure. It would have been nice to use the direct hit to kill the rooster, but also just killing all those shrimps was pretty cool. Now let's put a spike on him, I think? Or would it be better to back up? If I back up 3 times, someone will be standing here. I can kill them and put a spike, or I can damage them and put a spike here. In fact, I should get both of these guys. I might get both of these guys. And I'll also identify the last effect of wand number 1, right? Nice, recharge. Oh, I was so hoping it might be recharge, because now... Oh my god, look at me go. Bonk. I could have used the wand again, but... Okay, that wand absolutely came in clutch there. Ooh, I learned about Earthquake. Okay. So somehow I dispatched all the enemies on this floor, including the one excess ghost, using only a single wand and taking no damage. Recharge is pretty powerful. I don't especially need any heals, but given that I have them, I can play around quite a lot in the interest of making as much treasure as possible, right? So if there's an effect that I would like to forget, this is my chance. I mean, it would, you know, destroying a wall is not that good. It would be nice if I could do that. But let's be real. I don't want to walk all the way down here just to get that effect to go away. Getting go through walls go away is nearly as good anyway. So, step down. Forget this. Where do I want to put the treasure? Does it matter? Here, I guess? And then let's re-identify and recharge. Oh, that's a funny effect. This holds extra charges, and whenever it gets an extra charge, it damages an enemy? Okay. Wait, I recharged the wrong wand. I was supposed to recharge this one to make more treasure. Oh well. Am I, like, in any kind of danger here? I mean, not really, right? I don't have any reason to play around with this wand or this one. Bonk. Get bonked. I put extra charges in my wand. Okay. So we've learned a lot about our wands. That's good. How am I killing these roosters? The reflect is cute. It might be okay. But what I want to use is the direct hit if I can. Or precise aim, I should say. So maybe I use this to kill the ghost. And just to be sure, I do not want to aim at the left wall, because that might paralyze me. And I don't really want to aim at this guy, because it polymorphs him when he's already just dead. So I'm going to aim south. I wasn't sure. I figured if it were explosive, I probably would have found out by now, but I wasn't actually sure, so punished. Here's a great shot. Kills the shrimp and the rooster. I could forget my forgetfulness if I wanted. Kind of interesting. Oh, this has extra charges. I forgot. So I can use it again if I want. I can use it 2 more times. Okay. That's kind of funny. Do I want to polymorph that? Yeah, of course. I don't need health. Any other treasure would be, well... I'm looking for a key or a chest. Oh, or a gem. That's fine. Anything but a book, basically. So I actually can pick up an artifact this run. Assuming I don't screw up somehow. That's nice. And I think it makes sense to earthquake him here, right? Oh yeah, that's instant speed, huh? Well, yeah, let's just be happy with the gem we have. Another gem. Okay, sure. Okay. Our first artifact. We can have frog statue. Very good. Or the sphere of permutation. Switch an animal and the wizard. I'll take the frog statue. Very strong, I think. But what do I know? And I still think... Aren't I allowed to get in here with this? Like, I tried it once and it didn't work, but it's it should have worked anyway? No. Let's make a new treasure. Does it matter where? Not really, I don't think. This is definitely on my way. And then recharge that effect. Oh, I found out how this makes treasure. And I accidentally recharged this one instead of that one, so it's a good thing. Oh, man. Alright. Fine. Well, I'll have you know, frogs are my friends. So I'm not too bothered about you. Get out of my way, I got treasure to collect. That's a very lucky identify. I thought I was in... I don't know. I thought this was the fourth wand, or I was in the third column. I don't really know what I thought. Alright, 29 points. A more respectable score. And we picked up a ton of gems, I think. I don't remember how many we had when we came in. But we have our first artifact, finally. I think I'm going to call it here. 22 minutes is not that short of a video. So, tomorrow we'll move on to Hogo number 4. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.